guys, welcome to Geek Alert. This is Cheapons here, and today we are going to be doing another episode inside a puffle line. And this is the series where I am making an adventure map for Tuxedo Kitty, and we are going to be playing it in a while, at the end of the series. So far we got these three little people's houses and the wizard tower, Willy's wizard tower. Hello, Willy. And so, Willy says you have to go talk to the queen. And the queen's castle is going to be right here. So, it's going to be the same materials as the birch place. As all the little huts. I don't know why I said birch place. So we're going to have the gates here. And so, it isn't going to be like huge castle. I mean, we got to fit it into one episode. So we're going to, do the best as we can and see how much we could get done, and then probably the rest of it will be done off camera. Okay, so far you've just had to go talk to people and find out if the townspersons were nice or not. So I think in this castle we're gonna have a little bit of a challenge. See, the challenge is gonna be that we're gonna have a moat, and you have to find the wood pieces to go across the moat. So, I'm gonna build the outline of the castle quickly. Just the main part of the castle. We're gonna have this random tower going off to the distance. So, just connected to the main castle. So, this is the room that the queen's gonna be in, but there's gonna be different doors going to different parts of the castle. And so, yeah. So I think with each person that you're gonna talk to, you're gonna find a little bit more about who you are and, what you're doing, most likely. 'Cause, like, the queen's gonna say, what's a twist in the series? Let's have the queen say, oh no, Willy the wizard thinks that the king's kidnapper is gonna be Ronald the wizard, Willy's brother, the dark wizard. So Ronald and Willy will be twin brothers, except Ronald's gonna be a little bit more ugly. So yeah, and the king will be pretty cool. We'll have him like be dressed in gold, and the queen, you can't really do girl heads. I wish there was Alex heads. Yeah, Minecraft, if you're watching this, make Alex heads instead of just Steve heads, because we need Alex heads as well. Okay, but, yeah, right now the Minecraft Lego sets are doing a lot better on interpreting in Alex than regular Minecraft is. So, yeah, get on work. Right now you just have a Alex skin and that's it. Okay, so we're gonna fill in all of this with the oak wood, because that's what it's gonna be, and then all around it we're gonna have a moat. So I'm gonna do a quick test to see. Okay, you could jump across 4 blocks. So I'm trying to get to that block. Oh, the cow scared me. Okay, so you could do 4. You could jump 4. How about 5? Okay, we're gonna have to make this thing pretty deep. 6. Let's do 6 just in case. So, can we jump that? Nope, we can't. Okay, so we're gonna make this thing like 4 deep. So, yeah, it's gonna be a pretty crazy moat. Okay, so let's just fill in the rest of the floor here. And I guess we can make the walls. Why not? So, I'll probably do the moat off camera just because it's gonna be pretty big. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to collect wood pieces from the townspeople to make the moat again. Like, we're gonna say, when when the like there's gonna be a guard in the front, and he said when the when the Dark Wizard came and kidnapped when the Dark Wizard came and kidnapped the king, sorry, he destroyed the moat. You have to find a way across to get to the queen, I'm afraid. Okay, so we're gonna make this end bits going like this. So we're gonna have that on that side, and then the same on this side, except it's gonna be a little bit bigger. Okay, so what was that like? Okay, so that bit there is gonna be like that. Okay, so we're gonna have this going in. It's not a perfectly symmetrical castle, so don't judge me. Okay, so that's the top of the castle like that. Okay, that looks good so far, except that's very unsymmetrical. Let's just have this going like that. Actually, these top bits aren't gonna have much in them, so most of this is gonna be window, just because. And I think like the inside of the castle should be a little bit beaten up. So yeah, so some of it should be your like conscience speaking, like you and your mind speaking. So I think the queen might say, "Go investigate the queen's room." So I gotta pause for a second. I mean the king's room. Okay, never mind. False alarm. Okay, so I guess we'll continue on making this window. Yeah, I know, obviously you could see, like me pulling down the screen, clicking pause. This is the AZ screen recorder, if you're wondering. So, if you really want this screen recorder. It's not the best, but it really does help. So we're gonna have this part a window. And then this line's gonna go across like that. And then this line's gonna go across like that. So hopefully that looks good. Okay, so that's the castle so far. It right now just looks like a ginormous, what's the word? Mansion. So, we're gonna try to make this more castle-like by adding more stone to it. So after we do this one wood level, we're gonna add a lot more stone to this sucker to make it more castle-y. So it's gonna be a pretty big castle. So right now I'm just building up the walls to here. I don't think the walls are gonna have windows at this all around here. It's just gonna have it on the front, because most of this area is just gonna be filled up with what's the word? Just like towers and stuff, like watchtowers, and you know, like on sandcastles they have towers. Sandcastle reminds me, we should add a flag on top of this. So right here, this is gonna be the throne room that we're in, and the queen's gonna be on her, the king's throne is gonna be tipped over, just because to make it look more crime scene-ish. So the king's throne is gonna be tipped over, and it might turn out that Ronald the Wizard might be the bad guy. I don't know. Maybe we should do that, or actually is his brother, or his brother's like framed, like Ronald framed his brother. I think that would be cool. Yeah, let's do that. Have Ronald framing his brother, so the queen will, cause Ronald will like rip off his mask or something. So yeah, and then he'll have like his dark demons attacking and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so that sounds good. Now I have to do this. So no. This whole entire part, it's gonna be stone. So we're gonna have, right now we only really need the just cobblestone blocks. So we're gonna go 2 high on each row. So it's gonna be a pretty high castle. It's gonna be pretty big. So we're gonna do 2 rows and then like every other, we're gonna do a spike for it. Okay, so we gotta finish making this part so we could continue on making the castle. And I don't know how big the adventure map's gonna be. It's gonna be pretty big though. So the queen's gonna say something like, go investigate the king's throne. So we're gonna investigate the king's room, and there's gonna be snow on the floor. So I'm making all this up as I go. There's gonna be snow on the floor, and it's gonna be like, it's gonna say like, you're gonna be saying in your mind, snow. It might be coming from the ice caves. So yeah, so this is looking like a pretty good castle, but the king is gonna be like being held in the ice cave. So I'm gonna make the roof, and I'm gonna go ahead right now. I'm going to add a lot of torches, just so it could be all lit up. Okay, so torches down, and probably do like 2 levels of torches. Okay, so this room's all lit up. Now we gotta put the ceiling on it, but before that, we gotta go to bed. So, yeah. And think of the Hogwarts castle. I think we're gonna do something more kind of similar to that. But yeah. Like the towers where Harry's room was, that one big tower in Hogwarts. I think that's where we're gonna put the king's room up on one of the big towers, and then the other towers, there will just be guards there, like, wow, I'm so jealous that you got picked to save the king and stuff. So yeah, that sounds pretty good. But the queen's not gonna have really any twists. She's just sad that the king got kidnapped. So yeah, this is very medieval-y, I guess, cause you are a knight. So yeah. Alright, so we gotta finish up doing this roof. And I don't know if we're gonna have something up here. Maybe we will have something up here just because. I don't know how we're gonna travel to the ice caves though. Maybe we could you'll have to follow a trail of snow that'll lead like over here somewhere, and then maybe you'll come across some goblins or something. But yeah, or a village, you know. You never know. Okay, so this roof is done and the castle's looking pretty swell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's how far out the moat's gonna go. It's gonna be a pretty far out moat. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark around it, so you guys can kind of get the idea of what it's going to be like in the next episode. So 1, 2, where is my moat right now? So this is going to be the very end of the moat here. Okay. So far it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's gonna be here. Gonna connect to here, and then we'll go 1 deep so we could kind of know what we're doing. So it's gonna be a pretty deep moat, so you're not able to get across it. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay, but the adventure did say, this is your adventure, do whatever you want, and I did notice that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this part has to connect to the corner here. So it's gonna go all the way around, just so it's a proper moat. So, out here in this tree, and then it'll do that. Okay, now we gotta make it go along here. And don't worry, this isn't gonna be the moat. It's not gonna be just one little square going across. It's gonna be pretty big in the next episode. I'm just gonna say that right now. So it's probably gonna be like 4 deep. It's gonna be a 4 deep moat. So yeah, okay. So this part of the castle goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna have this part go out like this, so it can connect up to that little line there. Okay, so wow, it's gonna take a lot of digging out to do, but don't worry, I will get this moat done. So we could have a little bit of a harder quest to get all the wood pieces to get into the queen's castle. And the king's, well, the king isn't around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we gotta make this go across like that and connect to this. This part has to connect to it. Okay, and then almost there, and maybe we could have, oh crap, where am I? Okay, maybe we could have this part go in a little bit more, so kind of see what we're doing. Okay, so all the moats almost connected, and almost here, and there we go. So I like how it's like you could do whatever you want, it's your adventure, because I mean a regular knight would be able to do whatever he wants. Okay, so that's kind of marking where the moat's gonna be. So it's gonna be a pretty dang big moat, and that's not the rest of the castle. The castle is not finished. So in the next episode, we're gonna have the moat all finished, and we're gonna decorate the inside of the castle and have the queen in there. So, and have the quest of getting all of the little the wood pieces. So we're gonna have to get 6 wood pieces, which means 6 houses around this area here. So that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all later. Bye.